All right. So what's up, y'all? So let's get right into it, man. So who is David Benavidez gonna be fighting next, man? As we all heard, he's got a fight coming up for November or December, and I've been trying to figure out who is a possible next opponent for David Benavidez. There's a couple of names that are already scratched off the list, man. There's a lot of people thinking that it's gonna be Morrell. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be Morrell, bro, because I've seen in an interview where Jose and Morrell were talking, and they kind of both agreed for the fight to happen next year. Towards the end of next year. I'm thinking that it's not gonna happen next, right? But then at the same time, with Jose Benavidez Sr. coming out here talking about he'd rather get Morrell now than later, it kind of would make sense for them to try to target him soon. But I don't think it's gonna be next, man, because it's a risky fight. You know what I'm saying? It's a risky fight, and I don't think that they're gonna want to take Morrell. They're gonna want to risk fighting Morrell before they get a shot at the belts. Because they're lined up for the belts, bro. They're lined up for undisputed. So I don't think that they'll want to take a risky fight with Morrell next, with no belts on the line. Probably the only belt that would be on the line would be that interim belt that David's got. But what I'm saying, wouldn't you guys rather see David Benavidez versus Morrell towards the towards the end of next year, when David Benavidez has a possibility to have all the belts, and all of the belts will be in play in that fight, man? I think that makes a little bit more sense because they could build up that fight more, bro, and it would be a lot more interesting, right? So I don't think it's gonna be Morrell. Check out this interview. This guy's kind of asking him like, "Hey, what's next for David Benavidez?" And he starts saying some names, and then, Jose Benavidez Sr. says, "Nah, none of those guys." So then we could scratch all of these names off the list. Look, let's have a listen.
But if I had to guess, and I'm just gonna throw that out there, you don't have to answer. My guess would be either Anthony Yard,
I was thinking that
Callum
too.
Smith,
Callum Smith,
or Willie Hutchinson.
Willie Hutchinson.
No, no, none of them. None of those.
Really? Okay.
No, none of those. I'll tell you that.
All right, so those guys are scratched off the list. As we all know, Willie Hutchinson, he's about to face Boatsy, man. I think they're fighting in September, if I'm not mistaken, right? So a lot of people were thinking that it was going to be Boatsy next. You know what I'm saying? But if he's going to be fighting Willie Hutchinson in September, I don't think that's enough time for him to turn around and take a fight with David Benavidez for November or December. So then we could kind of scratch him off the list, right? So you got Yard, Callum Smith, um, Boatsy, and Hutchinson and Morrell scratched off the list, right? So who does that leave us, man? There's one guy up here. There's one name that looks pretty interesting, bro. That it might be him, right? And that's Albert Ramirez. If you take a look at the rankings, bro, for the WBC, Albert Ramirez is ranked number 4. For the WBA, he's ranked number 2. For the IBF, he's ranked number 5. And the WBO, he's ranked number 4. Albert Ramirez, bro, his record is 18 and 0. 18 and 0 with 15 knockouts. That's a decent record, bro. And he's ranked high enough, and he does not have a fight coming up, man. So I'm thinking that it might be this guy, bro. There's other names there, but none of them kind of make sense the way this guy's kind of jumping out at me, man. For a possible next opponent for David Benavidez, man. There's a lot of people that were thinking that it was gonna be Yard next, but Jose Benavidez Sr. He said that no, it's not gonna be Yard, it's not gonna be Hutchison or Smith. Then a lot of people are thinking it might be Morrell. Um, Another possible name, bro. Here's a scenario that I've seen, that I've heard people talking to, is Radzhab. As you guys know, that Radzhab just fought Morrell, and Radzhab came out here in an interview, and he's talking about that he wants to be the measuring stick for Benavidez and Morrell. He said that he'll be down to fight Benavidez, so Benavidez could kind of see where he's at compared to Morrell. And there's a lot of people thinking that that might play out. I'm not too sure if that's gonna play out, bro. I don't know how something like that would look, because now there's people saying like get Benavidez to fight Radzhab and then get Morrell to fight Vosdik in the same card. And I mean, I guess that would be kind of cool, bro. So you could kind of see that would be a huge measuring stick, bro, for real. Especially if you get both of these guys fighting their ex opponents. Um, that would really show you something, bro. It would really show you like, damn, okay, this guy did this to this guy's last opponent, and this guy maybe he couldn't do this to the other guy. So it is a pretty good measuring stick if they were to do something like that, man. And then at the same time, they could start building up this David Benavidez and Morrell fight if they were to do something like that. So Radivoje, he's a possibility, bro. I'm not gonna count him out, but I think it's gonna be Albert Ramirez, bro. I don't know why. I just have a feeling it might be this guy, man. As we all know, like I told y'all, David Benavidez has to have a stay busy fight, right? And up here at 175, he needs to get more settled into this weight class. He needs to get more accustomed to this weight class, and he needs more experience up here before he goes and takes on that fight with the winner of Benavidez and Bivol. So a stay busy fight for November or December, it makes sense. And there's a lot of names already scratched off the list, but I see Albert Ramirez as a possible opponent or Reddy Voje. But yeah, those are my thoughts, bro. I've been trying to see this shit and see how it could play out or see who it could be. Supposedly they were supposed to be announcing this fight here pretty soon, but I haven't seen nothing about it. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what I've been looking at, bro. I've been trying to figure it out, but it's hard. But if you guys have any clues or who do you guys think is gonna be David Benavidez's next match for November or December, go ahead and leave it down in the comment section. Um, David Benavidez, there's people out here saying that he's suspended until December or something like that. I've heard that they suspended him because he failed to report that he had a cut above his eye. But then at the same time, bro, I've seen that after a fight, um, they suspend the boxers, bro. It's like a protocol or some shit like that. And I'm not sure what's going on with Benavidez and that suspension, man. But trust me, that's not gonna stop him from making a fight in November or December. I think that suspension is more protocol than anything, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me, man. You guys go ahead and leave me a comment. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll be on to the next one, man. I'm out.